In this experiment, we are going to study about EM wave scattering.
Objective of this experiment is to identify three different regions of obstacle size and wavelength ratio in which wave scattering or diffraction take place. To design this, we have used MEP simulator, which work on the principle of finite dimension time domain. This software is very similar into MPB. This is the table of parameters which we have used to design this simulation. In first case, we have the obstacle size, that is 0.1 unit, which is very small as compared to the wavelength of the source. This type of scattering known as relay scattering. In second case, the wavelength is comparable to the object size. This kind of scattering is known as mere scattering. And third and final case, we have obstacle size is larger as compared to wavelength. Lattice side frequency and PML layer thickness are same in all three cases. In first line, we define 2D cell of 16 by 16. Now we define obstacle size, its position and material type. In next few lines, we are defining our source characteristic and its position. Now we define PMM layer thickness. In the last few lines of code is for making still images of simulation at different time. From these images we can make our GIF images. Result. In first part, when the particle size is very small, we observe that wave collides with the obstacle and that the disturbance in the wave front goes in each and every direction. This is because of relay scattering. This is why when blue light gets scattered from environmental particle, we observe that color of sky is blue. In case 2, when the obstacle size is comparable to wavelength, this is mere scattering region of scattering. But this theory only apply well to sphere and with some modification spheroid and ellipsoid. So in our case, we didn't observe any specific observation. Normally we observe mere scattering in clouds where the size of water drops is comparable to wavelength. In case 3, most of the light get reflected back and we observe only reflection and some diffraction at the edges. Relay scattering is more effective at short wavelength, so sky looks blue, and mere scattering is independent of wavelength, so whole white light gets scattered equally and we see the color of clouds is white.
Thank you everyone. That is all about scattering.